EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and 3. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Alert!
counter play. Here's Gibbs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Raiders defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. They'll try the air now with Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
No time now.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Watson going to change the look here. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cut. 21. Set.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there. Run, he gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Set.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Set. Let's go.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
5-9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and a yard. Another run for Gibbs here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Watson.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 10. Watson changing the play.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Alert!
To throw is Watson.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Set. Why did it?
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A two-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram. Hold me troops right.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT.
And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Herbert now.
Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, Herbert. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Kappa. 5-9. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now Watson going to change the look here. To throw is Watson. Throwing to start the drive. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now they'll shift things around. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Set.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A give right side for Gibbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of a yard.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Baylor tight. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A short throw to Musgrave.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They go again with Pierce. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
12.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pierce has it knocked loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Herbert.
Open man is Yoshivas.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down and 1.
Crowd right. Hey, ram. Hold the trips right.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pierce, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
24!
And Watson's going to throw it here. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down the right sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.